Hello everyone, good day. Welcome to our video for this for COMP216. Basically I made this video for us to do some marathon. Alam ko matagal niyo nang nire-request to, and gusto ko na rin na gawin ngayon, and that is yung mga gagawin ko ng code ngayon, yung remaining problems na tinanggal ko dun sa ating problem set. That is yung item number 4 and then yung item number 5. So I hope that you like this video. So before you proceed to listening to the entire video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, yeah. Subscribe, and then hit the bell icon, para nano-notify tayo ng mga updates na binibigay ko. Okay, it matters to me a lot. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? Okay, so for this one, so I'm gonna try to, yan, punta muna tayo dito sa MATLAB. So ayan, so here's yung dalawang item na tinanggal ko. Okay, so tapos na tayo dun sa item 1, tapos na rin tayo dun sa item 2, tapos na rin tayo sa item 3. So yung item 3 nasa sa inyo yan. Okay, and as per public demand or as per demand, we've removed item number 4 as well, and yung item number 5. Okay, this is item 4 dito, pero item number 5 din yan. Okay, so siguro simulan natin dun sa item number 4, which is yung temperature. Okay, so sabi daw dito, write a function that will ask you for a temperature in Celsius and converts it to Kelvin, Rankine, and Fahrenheit. So the answers must be displayed accordingly. Okay, so the conversion factors are approximately as follows. So if you want to convert Celsius to Kelvin, you have to add 273. From Kelvin to Fahrenheit, you have to multiply 1.8. And from Rankine to Fahrenheit, you have to subtract that with 460. And yung result niya parang ganito sa baba. Okay? So, paano natin gagawin yan? Okay, so first, siguro dun sa ating MATLAB, try muna nating i-type to mga computations na to. Okay? So, here I am on MATLAB right now. Okay, so type natin function, temperature, and then end. Okay, and then ano yung required natin? So Celsius. Okay, so Celsius yung hinihingi, and now we need Rankine, Kelvin. So Kelvin muna. Kelvin is equal to Celsius plus 273. Yun yung nakasaad sa problem, right? Celsius plus 273. Okay, next we have Rankine. Rankine is equal to Kelvin multiplied by 1.8. Okay, we can check that dito. So Kelvin times 1.8. Then next is Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit is equal to Rankine minus 460. Okay. So after which, we're going to display that. So siguro i-display ko siya na naka-inline. So try natin display. Siguro mag-declare tayo ng another variable, which is temp na lang. Okay, temp is equal to naka-matrix siguro. Okay, Celsius, Kelvin, Rankine, then Fahrenheit. Okay, post that and then display temp. Okay, save that, and then try natin i-call. So temperature in Celsius, which is try natin 0. Okay, so we have 273, 491.4, 31.4. Tama. Tama yung gagawin natin. Now, of course, I want to do something. No? Sabihin na natin gusto kong mag-declare ng multiple values for temperature in Celsius in a row vector. So, pwede rin natin gawin yan. Sige nga, try nga natin yan. Sige, try natin mag-declare ng 0, 24, 175, and then 100. Let's see. Okay. So now, parang hindi na comprehensive masyado yung ating information. So, kailangan natin maglagay ng header and then we need to see to it that it is reversed. Okay, so kung mapapansin nyo, okay, so it is spread out all throughout the column. So, gusto ko nakabaliktad siya. So, ang gagawin natin, sige, try natin. Baliktarin natin lahat. Kelvin, Rankine, Fahrenheit. Okay, baliktarin natin yan lahat. Okay, and as you can see, this is much more comprehensive. Okay. Tama ba? This is in Celsius. O, lahat to in Celsius. Okay. Tama na. Tama na rin to. Tama na rin yung third column and then yung fourth column. Okay, so I'm correct. Okay, so now lagyan na lang natin ng headers. Okay, so paano ba natin to lalagyan ng headers? Okay, maybe I could insert another line here. Lagyan lang natin ng header equals, so I'm going to use the curly bracket or the curly brace. Okay, and then lagyan natin ng header. So Celsius, Kelvin, and then Rankine, and then Fahrenheit. Oh, now you may ask, sir, para saan yan, sir? Para saan yan? Okay, so what this does is you are declaring a string matrix. Okay, so it really isn't a number. Okay, parang ano lang siya, text. Okay, so yun yung silbi nun. Okay, so it is important that you differentiate the difference between yung ating bracket and then yung ating curly bracket. Okay, so of course yan dapat yung nasa pinakaunang row. Okay, dapat yan yung nasa pinakaunang row. So we're going to display it in a matrix, but we're going to put header, and then next row is yung temp. Okay, so clear natin yan, and then let's try. Now, of course, meron yung error because hindi nagtutugma yung ating dimensions. As you can see, we have here a string, and then here dun sa ating temp, we have number. Okay, nakikita nyo pa ba? Yes, nakikita nyo pa. So, what are we going to do here is we're going to convert yung ating temp. Okay, we're going to convert temp into a cell. Okay, so since this temp is a matrix, okay, matrix yan. Okay, so we're going to type math to cell. Okay, take note of that. So, hindi ko yan na-introduce sa inyo, pero it's a good thing to know. Okay, so we're going to convert yung ating temp matrix into a cell. Okay, so let's try it. Oops. Okay, so let's try that. We'll save, clear, and then try it again. So we have not enough input arguments. So this header matrix to cell. Not enough input arguments. Maybe I could use help math to cell. So hindi pala math to cell, num to cell. Okay, sorry. So yung numbers, convert natin to cell. Okay, let's clear that out and then use. There you go. So you have all the values for Celsius, and at the same time, they are aligned accordingly. Okay. So, of course, pwede rin natin yan i-save. So, saan kaya natin to pwedeng i-save? Pwede rin natin sigurong i-save to. Temp equals. Okay, let's try again. Paano kaya to? Nagdo-doob, nag-e-echo siya. So, pwede na natin sigurong tanggalin yung ating temp. Okay, and leave it as is. Okay? Para hindi tayo nagkakaroon ng problema. Okay? There you go. So, try natin yung isang value lang. 0. Then, try tayo ng lean space. From 0 to 100, how many entries? Siguro mga 5. And close. Enter. Ay, mali. 0 to 100 muna pala. 0 to 100. The number of entries is 5. Ayun. 0. Ayan. So far, so good. Okay, we're doing it right. Okay. So that's for item number 4. Okay, tapos tayo dyan. Now, of course, para bilang panapos, lagyan natin ng konting format. Okay, so format is short. And then, lagyan natin ng help comments. Okay. So, temperature X. So, converts the input into Kelvin into the scales of Kelvin, Rankine, and Fahrenheit. Okay. Now, example natin is X should be in a row vector, a scalar, or row vector in degrees Celsius. Okay? So, example tayo. Lagay tayo ng example. Example natin is temperature. Tayo maglagay ng 0. And then, pwede rin tayo maggawa ng temperature matrix. So, 0. Tama ba? 0, 24, and then 100. Pwede rin gawin ang temperature na random. Parang ganyan. Okay, so maybe we could check. Help rand. Okay, so tama ba? Okay, so rand. Pwedeng ganyan. Random 100. Try nga natin yan. Rand 100. Oops. Kasi gumawa siya ng 100 items. Okay, so rand 1 lang siguro. Rand 1. Let's see. Rand 1. Maybe I could try 100. Oops. Okay, so pwede na sigurong lane space na lang para hindi tayo malito. Okay, lane space from 0 to 100. Parang ganyan. Okay. Okay. Ganun lang. Save. And that's it. Try natin ulit. Clear all. And then help temperature. So converts the input into the scales of Kelvin, Rankine, and Fahrenheit. So where x is a scalar or row vector in degrees Celsius. Okay. We're doing great so far. Okay, so if you have questions, leave it in the comments of this video. Okay? Okay, Maya. Don't be shy. Okay, so fixing it again. There you go. Okay. Clear this up. And that is it. That's it. Okay, so yun na. Okay, next. What else? Okay, so what else do we need? Ayan, so for those of you na hindi nakita yung video, you can just check it out. Okay. Don't worry because I will be attaching this on the video description below. Okay. Okay, so kung wala nang tanong, proceed tayo sa item number 5. Okay. So sabi dito, the figure below shows a cylindrical tank with a conical base. So if the liquid level is quite low in the conical part, the volume is simply the conical volume of the liquid. Okay. So if the liquid level is mid-range in the cylindrical part, the total volume of the liquid includes the filled conical part and the partially filled cylindrical part. Okay. So sabi dito is use decisional structures to write an M file to compute the tank's volume as a function of given values of R and D. So design the function so that it returns the volume for all cases where the depth is less than 3R. Okay. Ulitin ko, design the function so that it returns the volume for all cases where the depth is less than 3R. Return an error message overtop if you overtop the tank. So that is D, yung height is greater than 3R. Okay, so paano yan? So sabi dito, there are 3 conditions. Okay, 3 conditions. First condition is where yung D natin is equal to R. So nasa conical part lang siya. Okay, equal or less than R. Okay, nasa conical part lang tayo. Second condition is whereby yung D is greater than R. Okay, or D is less than 3R. Okay, D is less than 3R. Okay, so pag D is less than 3R, meaning nandito lang siya, sa may loob lang siya ng tank. And finally is yung umapaw, which is wherein D is greater than 3R. Okay, so we have 3 conditions, and what are we going to use? We are going to use yung if, else, if. Okay, so let's try. Let's try here. So overtop tayo, function, overtop. Okay, so gawin muna natin yung yung main function. Okay, so if overtop natin is R, D. So kailangan yung dalawang yan. So if yung D natin is equal to less than or equal to Okay, less than or equal to R. Okay, so kung nandun yung bunganga sa R, meaning maliit yung D. Okay, tama. Less than or equal to R. And then siguro lagyan na rin natin ng capture. And D is greater than 0. Yun. D is greater than 0. Then, ano yung mangyayari? So, dapat mag-fall yan dyan sa dalawang condition na yan. Therefore, the volume is equal to ano ba yun? So, ang volume ng cone natin is 1/3 pi r squared h. Since yung h natin is equal to r, tama ba? Pi r squared h. Okay, so tama. Lagyan lang natin ng d. Okay, lagyan lang natin ng d. Okay, so 1/3 times pi times r squared times d. Ganun lang. Suppress natin. Okay. So, ganun lang. Else if, try muna natin, saka tayo magto-troubleshoot niyan. Else if D is less than or equal to 3R, 3 times R, and yung D natin is greater than 0, tama ba? Parang magkakaaway-away lang dito. Less than or equal to 3R. Okay, I think this is good. Less than or equal to dr. Siguro maglagay tayo ng pang-capture ng 0 kasi magkakaroon tayo ng problema niyan. 0. Okay? Okay. Okay. So, save natin yan. Ano pa ba? And siguro capture na din natin yung in such a way na hindi siya mag-fall dun sa first condition. Hindi. Okay na yan. Okay na yan. Okay na din to. Okay na din yan. So, anong mangyayari? So, it will not only compute for the volume of the cone, it will also compute for the volume of the cylinder at that height. Okay, so ang gagawin natin is volume of the cone is equal to, and then maglagay pa tayo ng volume of the cylinder. So, dalawang volume ang i-compute natin. So, yung volume ng cone, so since lagpas siya, magiging R. So, 1/3 pi r squared times d, wherein d is equal to just r. So, pi r cube. So, pi r cube na lang. So, 1/3 times pi times r cube. And then, yung volume ng cylinder natin is pi r squared times h. Yung h natin is yung total. So, since meron na tayong r, so that is d minus r. Okay, so d minus r. Ito yung total sana, kaso d minus r. Na-compute na natin to eh. So, kukunin na lang natin to. Okay, so pi times r squared, pi r squared, times, tama ba? Pi r squared times d minus r. Minus r. Press that. Yep. And then yung volume natin should be equal to the volume of the cone plus volume of the cylinder. Yan. So, ganun lang. Okay, vol. Lagay tayo ng vol dyan. Yan. Okay. Now, else, kung wala dyan, so mag-display lang tayo ng overtop. So, hindi nag-fall dun sa unang dalawang conditions. Isa lang ibig sabihin yan. Okay, overtop. Or pwede rin natin lagay error. Either the parameters overtop the cylinder or you entered an invalid argument. Okay, yun, ganun lang. Okay, sige, try natin. So, sabi daw dito, test it with the following data. So, yung R natin is 0.9 and D is equal to 1. Sige, try natin yan. Overtop. So, R muna, 0.9. And then, the height is 1. So, the answer should be 1.0179. So, maybe I could type in display. Yan, ganyan na lang siguro. The volume is yan, parang ganyan. Sana gumana. Okay, let's try that. Then, dito rin display. No. I'm not gonna do that. So, display the matrix, the volume paano ko ba ita-translate to? The tank is has a water volume of yan, ganyan na lang. Then, num to string natin. Num to string ng ating vol. Then, close. There you go. Then, copy na lang natin dito sa baba. Yun. Let's try. Maybe I could remove this now. Yan, kasi may lumalabas pa na ano eh. Okay, so the tank has a water volume of 1.0179. So, paano ko ba mag-verify to? Paano ko ba ito mag-verify? Totoo ba to? Totoo ba tong formula? Baka sabihin natin mali. Okay, so let's try this in AutoCAD. Okay, so I've already prepared it for you. Okay, so here we have a radius of 0.09. So, measure ko yan sa inyo. Let me measure it for you. So, the radius of this is 0.09. Okay. And yung height ng ating water is 1. Pero, try ko muna i-measure yung height nitong total tank. Kasi dapat yung height is 3R. Okay. So, 3 times 0.9 is 2.7. Okay. So, measure natin yan. That is 2.7. Okay, 2.7 yan. And ito yung water height. So, measure natin yung distance nito from here to the center. So, we have a height of 1. Okay. So, that being said, we can now measure the volume of this. And as you can see, yung volume niya is 1.0179. Is it true dito sa MATLAB? Yes, it does. Okay? So, it is now good. So, saan ba siya pumasok? Pumasok siya sa condition na D is less than or equal to R. So, dito siya pumasok sa condition na to. Try naman natin ito. Okay, try natin yan. I think meron ata dito. Ayun, itong second. 1.5, 1.25. Okay, so 1.5, 1.5, then 1.25. So, the tank has a water volume of 2.9452. So, saan ba ito pumasok? So, is D less than or equal to R? So, pumasok siya dito sa cone. Okay, so sa cone lang siya pumasok kasi is 1.25 less than or equal to 1.5. That's true. Okay, so dito siya pumasok ngayon. Okay, so the volume, all in all, is 2.9452. Okay. Okay, maybe I could type conical. Yan. Conical water volume of the tank has a... Yan, harag na lang ganyan na lang siguro para hindi tayo malito. Ulitin natin. The tank has a conical water volume of... Good. And then let's try 1.3 and 3.8. So 1.3, 1.3 and 3.8. So saan ba ito papasok na condition? So is 3.8 less than or equal to R? No. Is 3.8 less than or equal to 1.3? No. Is 3.8 less than or equal to 1.3 times 3, which is 3.9? Yes, that's true. So, dito siya papasok ngayon sa condition number 2. Let's see. It's true. It's true. Okay. So, yan na yung volume niya. You can check. Okay, and then try naman natin to. 1.3 and 4. Okay. So, 1.3 and 4. So, definitely this will overtop. Okay. Enter. So, error. Either the parameters overtop the cylinder or you've entered an invalid argument. Okay. So, maybe I could try using error instead para may cling na effect. Okay. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. Error. Either the parameters overtop the cylinder or you entered an invalid argument. Okay. Ganun lang. Okay, now that we're done with this, so tab lang natin yan and then function. So comments. So overtop radius and yung height. Yan, RH na lang. Okay, para intuitive. Determines whether the water level determines the volume of the water level based on its radius and height. Returns an error if the height of the water is 3R. 3r. 3 times its radius. Okay. There's an error if the height of the water is 3 times its radius. Okay, so it determines the volume of the water level based on its radius and height. There's an error if the height of the water is 3 times its radius. Okay. Okay. So let's try 3 times its radius. Returns an error if the height of the water is 3 times its radius. Okay. So that's it. Tapos. Ano? Tapos na tayo. So don't worry, I'll be posting this in the video description down below. So nasa video description yan dyan sa baba. Okay, if you want to see the source code, it's all in there. And thank you guys. Thank you very much guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon please. Ano, para lagi tayong nanonotify sa mga pinopost kong videos. So keep asking. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Have fun. Stay safe.